Hello and welcome to Manchester United versus Southampton. This is the watch along, so I hope everyone's doing well this evening. We are just over 20 minutes away from kickoff. Looking forward to the match this evening. Manchester United have made changes. Now, the back four is almost as I would have thought. I went for Ashley Young and Luke Shaw, so happy about that in my preview. It was Lindelof to partner Phil Jones. Now, I wasn't sure which one it was going to be. It does look like Chris Smalling is still out injured. So, Marcus Rojo partnering him. And you've also got Axel Tuanzebe on the substitutes bench. Now, it was obviously going to be Matic and Pogba in midfield. The forward line, I thought it would be Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, probably in the number 10 role, and it will probably be either one of Martial or Rashford. Martial, he's just come out and said that he's still injured, but he is on the substitute bench, so he can't be too bad. But Mkhitaryan, it looks like he's in that number 10 role behind Romelu Lukaku with Jesse Lingard and Juan Mata out on either side. So we will just have to wait and see how it plans out in this game. But Manchester United have got to get the job done this evening. Chelsea have done the business today. I think they won 5-0. Game against Stoke. Liverpool have also done the business, coming from behind to beat Leicester City. So Manchester United cannot afford to draw this game. If we do, we are certainly in a battle for top four. It's given the others the momentum to go on and move ahead of us, because you cannot keep slipping up and allowing teams to make ground up on you. We were for the top four only a couple of weeks ago, and we're letting other teams back in it. We've got to win today. Some hard games coming up. We've got that Everton game coming up, which will not be easy. So, well, we're just going to have to see how it plans out this evening. But it was fantastic in that game in the second half against Burnley. So we've got to hope that he can continue that run of form this evening. Juan Mata also getting a couple of the other weeks. So I mean, we haven't seen it before with Jesse Lingard scoring goals. I didn't think he was going to be a 10. This year he could certainly is on course to get about 15 goals. But we will just have to wait and see if his form can continue. Hopefully he's just come of age. That's what we want for about 25 years of age now. So he should be coming of age. It's a big night for Henrik Mkhitaryan this evening. He's got to perform tonight. Got to be performing this evening. Now, there's just over 15 minutes left. We'll kick off. So I hope everyone's looking forward to the game this evening. The Southampton have got some players that Manchester United have got to watch out for. They've gone for Shane Long up front. Now, I would have thought it would have been Gabbiadini that they'd gone for up front with them. Charlie Austin out. I think he's out through suspension. That's why he can't play. So he was starting to score goals, was Charlie Austin. So that is a plus that he can't play today. They've got Redmond and Gabbiadini on the substitutes bench, and it does look like, according to this, that Fraser Forster isn't in goal, which he's been in goal for all their games and hasn't been so overly convincing for me. But they've got Ward-Prowse in there as well, Tadic. That they're decent enough players for Southampton. So but Manchester United on the substitutes bench today, We've got three defenders there: Rojo, Blind, and Axel Tuanzebe. Obviously, Romero's on there, and then we've got Rashford, Martial, and Herrera on there. So we've got a blend of the two, defence and attack. So Manchester United have got enough options on the bench to do what they want, depending on how this game's going. If Manchester United are comfortably winning this game, we could choose to bring Axel Tuanzebe on and give him some Premier League minutes this season, but I'm not expecting a comfortable game here. I think that this is going to be a difficult game for Manchester United with the form that we have been in, but we need to make a statement that we're back and that we're better than we have. Even though the title's gone, these players need to make sure that they fight for that top four. So he's gone with a completely different. Only one win in 11 for Southampton. So that gives me a bit of confidence going into this game that Manchester United can get the 3 points, because we have been fairly decent at home this season. So away from home, we haven't been quite as good, but at home, Manchester United have got a fairly good record, and only Man City have got, I think, have got better than Manchester United. Maybe Arsenal have got about on par. So we've got to win this game. There's no question about it. I mean, it's not a must-win game if you want to get top four, but I don't think we couldn't give the emphasis to the teams like Arsenal, Tottenham, and Liverpool moving forward. So we're only 15 minutes away from kickoff now. Really excited about the prospects of this game. I don't think Southampton have kept a clean sheet in a long while either. So it's going into this one, but I can't see it being an easy game as Tottenham had it. Tottenham performed very well against these, and though Southampton were pretty poor in that encounter at the start of the second half, they had some chances where they could have brought the game back to, I think it was 2-1. So they did have chances to narrow the gap, but Tottenham were, and a number of their players, Harry Kane, Dele Alli, and Eriksen, all performed very, very well. So performances like they had for us to get the job done this evening. But at this moment in time, I'm not really expecting a big scoreline. just a 1-0 win would make me happy enough. I would like to see a clean sheet. That would make me very happy if we could score at least, maybe a couple. So everyone's saying on Twitter. Hopefully there's a bit better link-up play today with this team, with the attacking players that he's gone for, looking hopefully to create things with the likes of Mkhitaryan and Juan Mata, as opposed to Rashford and Martial, who may be looking just to cut inside and maybe score themselves. So it is a bit of a different prospect for opposition and Manchester United. So right, so we're only just over 10 minutes away from kickoff. Come on, United. We can do this. Make sure to hit the like button if you're watching this live. Let's just go. Manchester United should be confident at the back, to be honest, because they've obviously got Shane Long up front, who isn't banging in the goals at this moment. So I think it would have been more of a problem if Gabbiadini started this game. I'm worried because Manchester United's defence hasn't been good enough lately, but we'll just have to wait and see. Manchester United's defence has been piss poor for some reason. Letting in stupid goals that Manchester United have been letting in. defensive errors have cost Manchester United, and we can't afford that. I mean, you can accept it if someone whacks one in from 30 yards or something, but I think this game's going to be a tight game, maybe 2-0, 2-1, something like that. I'm hoping for the Manchester United, being a Manchester United fan, that Manchester United can get the job done. If Manchester United could start off fast and get an early goal, I think that would really put us on the right track. With the fact that Southampton aren't in the best, hopefully they could crumble. But even if Manchester United were 1-0 up at the moment in time, with the defence not playing as well as it could be, I'm not confident in Manchester United seeing it out. But I said that when we hired Jose Mourinho, I was always confident in Jose Mourinho's teams that they could see games out and would not be bad defensively. But that hasn't been the case for Manchester United. But that is a big news that he has actually definitely dropped Fraser Forster for this game. So we'll have to see how Manchester United really have got to be looking to put their goalkeeper under pressure from the off, because he hasn't played for a long while. So Fraser Forster hasn't missed a game for a long while. So of course, 76 games Fraser Forster started in a row. So their other goalkeeper hasn't played for a long time. So it's a big statement of intent there to give a goalkeeper that hasn't played football in the Premier League for a long while. I just watching back their game against Tottenham, which I did watch the other day. There is some really poor defending there. I just hope that Southampton can defend as bad as they did in that game. Manchester United may be able to score some goals. If you're watching this live, do make sure to hit that like button. It really does help us out, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Both of these two teams do need a win this evening. So it's a big game for both teams, but probably Southampton would take a point if you offered it to them now. But Manchester United can't. We just cannot afford to have another draw. That would be really bad for Manchester United. Anything other than a win will be, for me, seemed as a terrible result. Draws are as good as losses for me, certainly at home. Hopefully Lukaku can get back amongst the goals. It'd be nice to see him get a brace potentially, but we'll just have to wait and see. If they defend like shit like they did in the last game, then hopefully that could be the case. So we're only just over 5 minutes now away from kickoff. But really, you've got to get that goalkeeper under some pressure early on. Really got to be looking to really put him under some pressure. Because if he's shaky early on, that could fuck things up for Southampton. So no, we are still without a few players in the first team still, but hopefully Manchester United can get through this period, and hopefully we'll see some of them return to the first team fold. Obviously, Antonio Valencia is the biggest miss for Manchester United, really, but he has certainly given Luke Shaw an opportunity at left back to make that left back his own again, and hopefully he can have another stellar performance tonight, which is what we really want to see from Luke Shaw, because still only a young lad, can still definitely make it at Manchester United, and I've got a feeling things may have turned around for him now, but we will just have to wait and see. The time will be known, obviously, is when Antonio Valencia returns from injury. If he goes back to Ashley Young again, and he's still putting in stellar performances, then there really is problems. But at the moment, I've got a feeling, I'm hopeful anyway, that he can start playing more. Well, he's playing another game. He's playing consecutive games anyway, so that is good news. But I think he needs to be putting in a real good performance in that left back position this evening. If he can put in maybe even just an 8 out, if he could put in an 8 out of 10, that would really give Manchester United, well, himself, a massive lift to get that starting spot back. Because I mean, he could potentially still leave in January, but I've got my doubts because both Ashley Young and Antonio Valencia are in their 30s, and I'm not sure they can play every single game till the end of the season. But he was obviously out in the cold for so long that Luke Shaw, which did make me think that he was going to go. But now I'm more confident that he's going to stay at Manchester United and have a future. Right, we're only a couple of 4 minutes now away from kickoff, which is great. Hopefully Manchester United could perform well today, perform a real good attacking performance, because these are the sort of games where you want to see a good attacking performance from Manchester United. I know we're commenting some criticism for the style of play, but this is where the games that you need to be putting away. I don't mind Manchester United maybe not playing at their best in some of them games against the bigger boys, as long as we get the results in them games. But these sort of games are where you want to see Manchester United put 2 or 3 past teams if you can. It's not always the case, but let's see what happens today. Okay, the players are just about to come out onto the pitch. Paul Pogba, captain again for Manchester United. It'd be really nice to see David get another clean sheet. He hasn't got many lately. Hopefully we can end the year on a high, go into the new year looking to do bigger and better things. Luke Shaw obviously playing against his former club as well, so that might give him the incentive to perform at his best, hopefully. We'll see how well he does. I can't see either side scoring 10, to be honest, but I think if we see 3 or 4 goals from both sides, I'll be a bit surprised, to be honest. But you never know with Manchester United's defending at the moment. I can't really see Manchester United scoring more than 2 or 3, to be honest. But you never know. Just have to wait and see. But early on in the season, I was confident Manchester United scoring 3 or 4, but we don't seem to be doing that so much lately. But we've got 2 very fast attacking players sitting on the bench. But how fit Martial is with Jose Mourinho's comments, I do not know. But Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial could be very vital for Manchester United in the second half if there's problems. But I would like to think that Manchester United could hopefully get a job done without having to rely on them 2 players. Maybe give them a complete rest today. But just going to have to wait and see how the game plans out. You'd like to think that Manchester United would be able to bring on the likes of Blind, 2-1 Zebi, and maybe Rojo or Herrera, rather than have to use Rashford and Martial today, because still coming forward, although they haven't been very consistent lately, Martial and Rashford. Manchester United are going to be reliant on them to score goals over the next few coming weeks. Manchester United have got to be looking to put Southampton under a lot of pressure from the off, certainly their goalkeeper, and hopefully keep a lot of early possession. Come on, United. Jesse Lingard, 6 goals in his last 7 games. I mean, that's fantastic from him. First Premier League start for McCarthy since March 2016. So come on, United. Southampton are getting underway in this one. Looking for a big performance from Paul Pogba this evening as well. So they've got quite a good record here, but obviously they're not performing too great this season. So that's why a lot of people are backing Manchester United to get the job done this evening. We've got to try and get back up to 2nd position tonight, ahead of Chelsea. Southampton on the attack early on with a throw-in down by the corner flag, Manchester United's corner flag. We can't allow Southampton to have a good start in this one, because that will give them a lot of confidence going in further into this game. I think Manchester United have got to really get a fast start in this one. Can't afford to do what we did against Burnley and fucking fuck up early on. Got to be at it from the off, I think, Manchester United this evening. But that wasn't the main problem from Jesse Lingard, who got both Manchester United's goals and now wasn't scoring enough goals for Manchester United. But now putting them few recently, and he's started to add goals, and that is a massive part of players' games. That is why goal scorers are at a premium. It's consistently goal scoring. Scoring goals is the hardest bit of the game. But if Jesse Lingard could become a 10, 12 goal a season man, that is very good for Manchester United. That's what Manchester United need. He's a Manchester United lad, so you want that from Manchester United players if you're a Manchester United fan, obviously. But really, Manchester United have got to be winning this game today. Got to be. Real question marks will be asked. Manchester United do not get the victory this evening. Matic there getting the free kick. Oh, I think the goal kick's actually been given. Matic has been instrumental for Manchester United this season. An early goal would be very, very good for Manchester United in this one. It would. Mkhitaryan hasn't started a game for Manchester United in a long while, so hopefully we can. If we can defend better today, then I'm confident Manchester United can at least score in this game, which would probably help Manchester United to claim victory. But that is the problem for Manchester United, that defend. Mata. Oh! Shit, Lukaku could have scored there. Header from... I think Lukaku should have put that away. Fuck's sake. That's a great chance there for Romelu Lukaku. Away. Yeah, the sort of chances that a 75 million player has to be putting away, I'm afraid. If Manchester United to start winning league titles. I'm hoping though that if Southampton defend as bad as they did in that last game, that Manchester United will have a lot of chances. And you can sometimes get away with it in games like this, but Lukaku's really got to start getting back on form. Luke Shaw there committing the foul. But we almost had that start that I was hoping Manchester United would get there. I think earlier in the season to put that header away. Southampton here with a throw in Manchester United's half near the corner, just about from the corner flag. Luke Shaw seeing the ball out for a goal kick for Manchester United. Come on, United. Should be 1-0 up. Should definitely be 1-0 up, which is a real kick in the teeth for Manchester United. That should have been 1-0. That Lukaku header. Manchester United need to be taking their chances with the defence not being at the standard we would expect Manchester United to have at this moment in time. So, Manchester United on the attack. Luke Shaw, come on. Lingard. Oh. Just not confident with the Manchester United back four at this moment in time. Oh, oh, fucking hell! Oh, what a save! What a save! What a save from David De Gea. I think it might have been offside, but Manchester United got to wake up. Well, he certainly wasn't offside there when he cut the ball back. I think Ward-Prowse was offside there, but because he was off the field of play and then come back on. But still, we were a bit fortunate there. See, this is the problem Manchester United got. We've got to concentrate at the back. Manchester United getting the free kick here, but it's just a worry there at the back. If there hadn't been no offside there, it would have been a smart save, but it looks like Marcus Rashford's coming on, but looks like that Romelu Lukaku's going off. So it looks like Romelu Lukaku will play no further part in this game, which is disappointing for Romelu Lukaku if he cannot continue. Did look like Marcus Rashford was coming onto the pitch, so I presume that Marcus Rashford will. Oh, he's put a bib on now, so he's just warming up now. But I'm not sure if he will continue. So that would then mean that Marcus Rashford will have to go down the middle of the pitch, play as the striker. Hasn't probably played enough football down the middle, so but there is a stretcher out, so I don't know how bad this head injury is for Romelu Lukaku, but it does look like he will play no further part in this game. Which is a real shame for Lukaku. Should have already had one goal in this game, but I mean, it always looks bad when the stretcher's out, but there is some precaution. Probably going to put him in a head brace, probably just as a precaution. I don't know if it's serious or not yet, but Manchester United should already be 1-0 up. If he does go off, it will give Marcus Rashford the chance to play down the middle, which he hasn't done hardly at all this season. But still, it's disappointing if he goes off. But it doesn't look like he's going to play no further part in this game for me. It's like to me that he will be leaving the field of play. There will be a lot of injury time in this first half due to this bad looking injury from Romelu Lukaku, probably upwards of 5 minutes. I would expect now with this, because he's been down quite a few minutes. But I personally wouldn't take any chance with this head injury and would just get him off the field of play straight away. No risks need to be taken in this game, to be honest with you. I mean, if it means being down for another 5 minutes, then so be it for Romelu Lukaku. But So let's just see what happens. But it looks like he's going off on a stretcher now. So it's bad news for Manchester United. Marcus Rashford is coming onto the pitch. It is a real shame for Manchester United to have lost their striker, but we just got to deal with it. Now that is a real massive blow for Manchester United. It really is. He's been stretchered off now, off the pitch. It's a real shame for Manchester United. Let's just hope that he's well and there's nothing seriously wrong with Lukaku. It was a real shame there when you see players go off on a stretcher like that, but just got to wish him all the best and hope that he recovers well. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. It is a shame that Manchester United have had to use a substitute so early on, but so we'll probably, Christ knows how long that took. That took at least 5 or 6 minutes for Manchester United to get. At least 5 minutes, probably longer for him to get off the pitch. So there's going to be a hell of a lot of injury time in this first half. Juan Mata's free kick was completely wasted. The Manchester United have just got to step it up now. But the worrying thing is Rashford has been in a horrendous run of form these last few games. So now he's got to lead the line for Manchester United, which isn't going to be easy. He hasn't done it a lot. So Ashley Young there getting tripped. Got to hope that Marcus Rashford can come up with the business now. He's playing as the leading man. Just hope it doesn't affect the team now. Another foul there on Ashley Young. Did quite well there. Come on, United. Now we are 16 minutes into this game, but obviously, oh, really good dangerous ball into the box by Luke Shaw there, and it's clear for a corner. But we are 16 minutes into this, just over 16 minutes into this game, but there will probably be at least 6 minutes of injury time at the end of this first half, so that's nowhere near the adequate time on the game. One matter with the corner kick. Danger's been cleared till now, but Lingard, Mata. Manchester United back on the attack again. We've really got to put some Southampton under some pressure here. Message. One. Ashley Young. Come on. Rashford's really going to be key now to this game. It's going to become very important to Manchester United. Rashford, cross it. Oh, Lindelof giving away a stupid foul there. That was clumsy from Lindelof. Needed to get that back to the keeper and messed that up. Really has messed that up for Manchester United there. This could be dodgy. It's going to be a cross into the box again. This will be all Lindelof's fault. Oh, shot! David De Gea saved. Luckily, David De Gea was on his toes there and punched it away for a corner. Another corner for Southampton here. Manchester United coming under pressure here. Can't afford to give away too many corners with our problems from set pieces. We know our problems from set pieces aren't great, so Rashford clears it. Oh, Rashford. Oh, Mkhitaryan messes it up. Terrible ball. Great counter attack from Manchester United there from the corner, Southampton's corner, but Manchester United really wasting that good opportunity there. That was a terrible ball there from Mkhitaryan. It really was. Should definitely be doing better than that. We've squandered two great opportunities now. The Lukaku one and that. Manchester United really need to get an early goal. Come on, United. Does give me a bit of promise though. The way Manchester United counter-attacked from Southampton's corner though there, the pace from the forward line. There's no Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the substitutes bench today, so could not bring him on to lead the line. So it's given Marcus Rashford a good opportunity in order to take that chance. Oh, another corner for Southampton. Oh, bloody hell. Great chance there for Southampton to score. A free header there. Manchester United have got to wake up in defence. If that was on target, that could have caused Manchester United all sorts of problems there. I was hoping that Manchester United might be able to do another counter attack there, but obviously the header went wide. And Manchester United giving the ball away there sloppily. Manchester United getting it back again. Come on, United. So far, Manchester United have not worked Southampton's goalkeeper. He has not had one single save to make, which is very disappointing. When we're probably in normal time and probably be coming up to about the 15-minute mark. Probably maybe just a bit more because of that injury to Romelu Lukaku. Has meant that this game will have a lot of extra time at the end of this first half. But Paul Pogba here on the ball. Shaw on the ball. I think he could cause problems. He could put some dangerous balls into the box, sure. Southampton here trying to get on the counter attack. Manchester United get the ball back to David De Gea. We need to up this tempo a bit. Fuck's sake. It's dwindling on the ball a bit too much. Probably got to stop taking quite so many touches of the ball. Come on, United. Hasn't been great so far for Manchester United. Oh, sure, they're getting fouled. And yellow card there. Oh, come on, United. Rashford. Oh, you. Oh, what matter? Oh, the shot. Rashford just dwindled, took way too long on the ball there to. Just couldn't get the shot away. And it was decent save, I think, from the keeper in the end from Mon Mata's shot. Yeah, come off his leg. So it wasn't a bad save. We've got to put that goalkeeper under more pressure. It's the first shot we've actually had on target so far. Hmm. Hmm. So far, Southampton have had more shots on target than Manchester United, which isn't good enough for Manchester United. We're at home. We've got to do better. But it's a bit more positive from Manchester United anyway going forward. Oh, cross goes straight through to the goalkeeper there. So far, a little bit frustrating this game for Manchester United. Not performing quite as well as we could. Oh, fucking hell, Manchester United were lucky there. At the back. Ashley Young crosses the ball. Oh, probably fizzed in just too hard there from Ashley Young, but it was very good from Ashley Young still, though. Mm. 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 Oh, Rashford could have maybe scored there. Probably just couldn't get high enough to get that, but. Mm. Mm. Oh, Manchester United, come on. Oh, dear. So far, I think Manchester United could have done more in this opening. Well, we've come up to 31 minutes on the clock, but obviously there will be a lot of stoppage time at the end of this first half. But Manchester United haven't been as dangerous as they probably could have been in this. Mkhitaryan did win it back and then lost it again. Oh, dear. Manchester United have got to up this if they want to stand any chance of winning this game. Mata with the challenge there, wins the ball back. Manchester United on the attack again. Ashley Young. He started this game very well, actually, Ashley Young. This ball through quicker. Get on the attack quicker. Players need to take less touches on the ball and get that ball moving fast up the pitch. Giving too much time for Southampton to regroup and sort themselves out. So really definitely increase this tempo for Manchester United. Lingard, Lingard, fuck's sake. Come on. Something it should have been a penalty, but get on with it. Let's sort this out because Southampton now on the attack here. We didn't get the penalty, so let's move on quick. Oh, Marcus Rashford on the attack. Come on. Oh, Rashford loses the ball. Hmm. 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 Oh dear. Hmm. Right. It did hit the bloke's arm, but his arm was in the air. I've seen them give him, but when it wasn't given, you just have to get on with it and try and score. You sure? Shit. Hmm. Oh, Southampton on the attack here. Ashley Young stood his ground there. Done well. Hmm. Lindelof clears the cross. Oh, the Southampton man slips, but the penalty wasn't given, so Manchester United just got to get on with things after that. I know it can be frustrating, but Southampton obviously did go on the attack after that. So, but Manchester United need to get on the front foot a bit quicker. Hmm. 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 Oh, Ashley Young away. Come on. Oh God. Southampton will be so much more the happier the sides going into the last probably going to be 15 minutes of this first half left with the just 37 minutes we're coming up to, and there's going to be a number of minutes for that stoppage too for Romelu Lukaku, but they've got to be the happier of the two teams, certainly. If they go in a 0-0 at half time, they'd be very happy. But there's a long way to go in this first half yet. Still, Manchester United got to be confident that we can do something in this match, in this first half. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck's sake. For Manchester United, done nowhere near enough to win this game so far, so we can't. They're grumbling, talking about that penalty, but we haven't done. Whether even some people are going to say it was a penalty, we should be winning. We should be beating these. We shouldn't be relying on penalties to beat this team. Even if it was a Stonewall penalty, I don't think it was. It's one of them that I've seen given and haven't given, but we've got a corner here. We've got to sort something out before half time. Try and get in the lead if we can. Come on! Oh, another corner for Manchester United. Come on, United. Mkhitaryan with a shot cross, and it was saved by the keeper. We've nowhere near put that keeper under enough pressure in this first half. I reckon there's about another 10 minutes left of this first half yet because of that long injury spell from Romelu Lukaku. But foul there from Ashley Young. Southampton on the attack here. So it looks like the Romelu Lukaku injury is less severe than they first thought, and there's no talk of taking him to hospital, which is great news for Manchester United. Obviously, it doesn't help us in this game, but come on, United. Oh dear. Finally, how Southampton have rose their game today, and Manchester United and below par again. Manchester United have definitely nowhere near been as good as Tottenham, though. That's a large part of it. Good ball to Rashford here. Oh, fuck's sake. Pogba to Mata. Matic. Sure. Oh, I just went for a shot there. Someone needs to take this by the scruff of the neck. Ball out wide from Pogba. Mkhitaryan. Sure is it? Oh, fucking hell. Lingard with the chance there to put Manchester United 1-0 up. To set that off from Pogba. It was Mkhitaryan with the good ball into the box. Yeah, it was Mkhitaryan. I wasn't sure if it was who it was at first, but Manchester United come in the foul. So we're going to see now probably how many minutes stoppage time there's going to be at the end of this first half. There's going to be a few for that. There hasn't been any news on it yet, but there will be a fair few minutes. Luke Shaw there in the ball for Manchester United. Oh, that was a terrible ball from Luke Shaw. Southampton here on the attack. Six minutes of added time at the end of this first half. I thought there would be a fair few minutes due to that injury. So Manchester United have still got time. They're on the attack here. Fuck, saying so many crosses into the box, missing their men. No one able to get them. Matic with a shot straight at the keeper. Some of these crosses into the box have been poor from Mkhitaryan, but also there's been not really a lot of bodies in the box for some of them as well. Rashford maybe could have got a header on one of them. But he's had some really dangerous positions he's got into, but Mkhitaryan. But Jones here coming out with the ball. Lingard. Rashford. Oh, Rashford wasted that horrendous ball there. A lot of final balls have been really poor in this. Manchester United got to do better in this second half. Fuck. That was a poor ball from Marcus Rashford. Come on. Oh, Lingard losing the ball there. Not too long now till half time for Manchester United. It's like we're going to be going in 0-0 at half time. Just disappointing, but Hmm. Shane Long there hobbling away. Hmm. Manchester United can't really afford to draw this game. Got to do something second half to try and win this game, Manchester United, or we're going to be falling off really off the pace. Hmm. Pogba on the ball. Just a moment or so before half time now for Manchester United, not too long. So that is almost half time then. And disappointing Manchester United. I've not been able to so far muster a breakthrough in this. It is disappointing, to be honest. Probably worked the keeper enough in this first half. We've got to sort this out second half, or we're going to drop more points, which is getting worrying in the race for the top four for Manchester United, because we're not going to win that Champions League. It would be horrendous if Manchester United didn't even get in the top four this season. Considering where we were early on in the season, we were miles ahead in the. Oh dear. Hmm. Goalkeeper here with the goal kick, which will see it out till half time now. Hmm. Okay, so that is the half time for Manchester United. No goals in that first half. Not pleased, to be honest, with that for Manchester United. Got to improve it in the second half. I'm going to take a break for a moment. I'll be back for the second half in a few moments. Okay then, so we're still a few minutes away from the second half, as it's the first half ended quite late due to a lot of stoppage time, but Manchester United have got up this. We want to win this game. We've had the better of the game, but still someone's got to take charge. I mean, Manchester United have got to have someone to lead the line when Romelu Lukaku isn't playing. This is the problem with Manchester United. So, I mean, Manchester United have already been forced into one change in this game. Will Jose really have to bring some other players on to try and win this game? Only really got Martial on the bench that could come on and change things. So, so what are Manchester United going to do in the second half? We've got to try and do something. I mean, Southampton haven't offered a lot going forward. They've only got Shane Long up there. He hasn't. He's worked really hard, Shane Long, but he hasn't had the goal threat up there for Southampton at this moment in time. So we'll just have to hope that Manchester United can maybe get the breakthrough in this second half. If Manchester United can't win this, real serious questions are going to be asked, because all the other top teams look like they're winning this weekend. Obviously, I couldn't give a shit about Man City now because they've won the league, but it's just Arsenal have got West Brom, where you'd expect to beat them. So this gap for them, I mean, Tottenham have next got Swansea up, so they're going to probably beat them. It's looking a bleak time at the moment, Manchester United. We are looking like we're falling back into that trap of falling into challenging for that top four, which a few weeks ago you'd have thought Manchester United would be certainly one of the teams that would get into the top four this season. But whether we will now, it's going to be a lot tighter. I mean, there's a lot of games still to play. So, but if we can't get the job done this evening, then it's going to be a bit of a problem. Because if we can't beat these, Everton are a lot better team than these, so we might struggle to beat Everton. They're unbeaten since Sam Allardyce took charge. So in the second half, because if Southampton get one chance, will they take it? That's the only worry for Manchester United. We have looked more dangerous than them, but 2 shots on target in this whole game for Manchester United so far. Got to do better than that in the second half. And a few months more for the second half to start. Not long now, Manchester United will have the chance to sort this out. We really have to go for it because a draw just isn't good enough for Manchester United. It's sending out the wrong message that we're really going to be stuttering. Really in a poor run of form, Manchester United. We really need to snap out of this fast. Right, so. Manchester United have really got to work here if they get chances on the counter attack with their pace. We can't be wasteful in this second half. Right, the players are coming out for the second half. I mean, Mkhitaryan's been hot and cold in this game, certainly more cold than hot. Probably going to have to take Mkhitaryan off and bring Martial. Yeah, probably give it 5-10 minutes, then probably make a change with Mkhitaryan because there hasn't been many into the box. He's got in a lot of dangerous areas though, Mkhitaryan, so it could still happen for him, but we will have to wait and see. But there was a few squandered chances in that first half, which was a bit worrying. But good thing is Southampton didn't really look like scoring, but obviously you never know. Jesse Lingard seems to be out wide at the start of this half. Oh, Ball into the box from Lingard. Manchester United have got to be on the front foot for this game. In the second half, really got to. I think we're going to have to take some risks in this second half. We've really got to try and make sure we get the 3 points in this. Come on, Shaw, clear it. Fucking hell. Southampton on the attack here. Fucking hell. Come on, United. We playing at it. Corner for Southampton. Southampton applying some pressure at this moment. We cannot afford to let Southampton score first. It's going to be very difficult for Manchester United then to get 2 goals. We don't really, to me, look like scoring 2 today. Another corner for Southampton. Southampton applying the pressure. This is what Manchester United should be doing. We've got to go out there and win this game. Southampton would be probably happy enough with a draw, but Manchester United cannot afford a draw. A draw for me would be seen as a very bad result. Headed away by Rashford. Oh, come on, United. Rashford. Just not feeling confident at this moment in time with Manchester United scoring today. Oh! Fucking hell, saved by David De Gea. Or Manchester United would be 1 down. We've just got to stop fucking around in this game because Manchester United could quite easily lose this game. David De Gea somehow getting the ball over the bar from his legs. Fucking hell, that was great from David De Gea there. Brilliant save from David De Gea there, or Manchester United would be losing this game. Jesse Lingard. Fuck's sake, and the ball away. I think we're going to have to try and bring Martial on at some point soon. But Southampton are the ones looking to go on the attack here. Just not good enough for Manchester United. It really isn't. But where the fuck will Manchester United be again this season without David De Gea? I mean, Southampton have really looked the more positive side at the start of this second half, which is worrying me. Hmm. 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 This is very, very poor at the start of the second half for Manchester United. We've really got to step this up. If I can win this game, it's not. This moment in time, it's not looking good for Manchester United. It really isn't. It looks like it's going to get even worse because it's going to be cut down if Manchester United can't win this between ourselves, Arsenal, and Liverpool and Tottenham, which we just do not want. Obviously, I couldn't give a shit really if we finish second or third because either place is loser. But I don't want Manchester United to be finishing fifth this season. That would be a disaster. It really would. After being in second position for all that time and for having a number of points over the opposition, it'd be disappointing. Fuck. She declares it from another Manchester United corner there, but Manchester United really got to start up in this, putting Southampton under more pressure, really going for this because this is a must-win game in my eyes. Really, if Manchester United want to be looking to cement their position in the top four. And goalkeeper comes out and claims that well, Manchester United just haven't done enough today at all to score. Just have not done nowhere near enough. The goalkeeper under no near enough pressure. It's not good enough for Manchester United. Just not good enough at all. Hmm. Hmm. Goalkeeper claims again. Just wondering how long he's going to leave it before he does bring Martial on. If he said he's not fully fit, but we've got to do something here. This moment in time, and whatever we're doing doesn't seem to be doing enough. I mean, it's possible we can still win this game with the personnel out there, but Mkhitaryan. Oh, Mkhitaryan, the shot. Straight at the keeper, though. Nothing seems to be changing for Manchester United at this moment in time for me. He just come inside and had the shot. There has to be some shot from out there to score. There's not really a lot of options on the substitutes bench that we could bring on to potentially change this game with no Zlatan on there now, and obviously using Rashford so early at the start of this game. But the personnel that are out there should be good enough to get this job done. This is what my problem is. Just getting in the top four is looking a bit bleak for me. I mean, we are still going to be in the top four, but the gap is getting cut down massively now with this stupid form. Walks into the box, but cleared out for a corner. But quick corner. Oh, fucking hell. Manchester United really haven't put these under enough pressure at the start of the second half. I really thought we were going to go for it. I mean, we had to go for it against Burnley because we were 2-0 down. But this one, we still should be. But the point is no good at home against these teams. Manchester United should be beating these teams at home. Fuck's sake. Southampton on the attack here. Really do think we're going to have to hold to bringing Martial on because fucking hell. We're going to really have a struggle to win this game. I really do. Yeah, foul there by Jesse Lingard. Someone's really got to step up to the plate in this last half an hour for Manchester United, really. Well, Manchester United are going to drop more points again. Just looking a bit that way at this moment in time. I know there's still a long way to go, but oh, Mkhitaryan again. Surely he's going to get taken off soon. Oh my God. This is a big problem with Mkhitaryan's crossing into the box today. It's been atrocious. Maybe he should be playing more in the number 10 position, but this really has been poor from Manchester United the second half, I feel. Surely Mkhitaryan's going to get taken off soon for Martial. At the moment, it's looking like more drop points for Manchester United. Lindelof making another foul there. This has been so poor from Manchester United, I feel, today. Just 25 minutes now to salvage this game for Manchester United. The only good thing so far is that Manchester United have not conceded, but it does look like Anthony Martial is now coming on. But got to sort out this. David De Gea is now down injured. I think it was his own player, was it? Or was it? Hopefully David De Gea is all right, but it was Henrik Mkhitaryan to go off. Has been poor today, but can Martial try and help sort this problem out that Manchester United have in this game? It's looking like more points could be dropped today for Manchester United, which will be a real worry for Manchester United if we do drop more points today. I mean, Southampton don't look like scoring at all, but United, we should be going for this game now. But I mean, if we lose, we lose, but we've got to be going for it at home. Martial. Manchester United get a free kick, but it's looking like Manchester United may have to try and nick this late on in the game, because getting to the 66-minute mark now, it's if we can on. Looks like Ashley Young's going to take this free kick. Oh. Will he cross it, or will he go for a shot? Probably from here, but got to be inch perfect to get that in from there. Oh, went wide. think it must have hit someone there on the way through. Manchester United get the corner, but offside. This has been so poor this second half for Manchester United. So poor against today for Manchester United. It really has been for me. It's just got to go for it. Manchester United try and get this win. It's fucking hell. This has been absolute horse shit. The worrying thing is it's looking like a 0-0 written all over it at the moment. And they just cannot afford that. Got to try and get this breakthrough. Come on, United. Rashford's gone too wide. Luke Shaw at the corner. Maybe it could end up being a set piece or something if we can break these down, but we don't even look brilliant at all today. We don't look dangerous enough at all. So we're into the last 20 minutes of this game. Can Manchester United get a breakthrough in this? Well, I'm not that confident that we will, to be honest. Hopeful that we can from somewhere, but I'll hopefully get a late winner today. Oh, Matic from distance. Shot it way over the bar. It just sums up Manchester United's day today. Really poor today from Manchester United. Well, how many times lately? How many times have we said it's another one of them days, man? We've nowhere near worked their keeper enough. Really poor today. Oh dear. Yeah, that's true. Manchester United were in a good position in second position, weren't we, at one point? And that early season momentum seemed to have completely died off. And now we are really in a battle for top four if we don't win this game. We seemed well clear in that to get a second position early on. I mean, well, you could still potentially see Chelsea, obviously a very strong team, third position, but early on I couldn't see Manchester United falling so far short of ending up in a battle for the top four, which if we don't win this game and the others win their games, I mean, Arsenal and West Brom, you'd expect Arsenal to win that, and it really shuts the gap, closes it up a lot. At the moment, if Manchester United could win this game, it would still give a decent gap between ourselves and the others, which we need to do, because we've got FA Cup and Champions League to return this coming month. Yeah, Chelsea will be above us. I mean, I'm not too bothered whether we finish second or third, if that was where we were going to finish at the end of the season, because it's not really any different. But to be pulled back into that race for fourth would be a real worry. But it's looking like Manchester United are going to struggle to win this game in the last few minutes. I was hoping we'd be sort of cemented in that second position going into the new year, so that we could put more focus on the FA Cup, and then when the Champions League returns, focus on that as well. But we're not going to probably be able to do that now. Southampton on the attack here and win themselves a corner. It's been very, very poor from Manchester United this half, I think. Just nowhere good enough at all for Manchester United. Yeah, we could. Well, it looks like Romelu Lukaku won't be fit for at least the next game. So it is something that we could definitely give a chance, try to, because I don't know where Zlatan is, but I don't know if he will play a front two of Martial and Rashford. But it would be, the pace up front is frightening. But both of them have got to be a bit more consistent in their goal scoring. If Lukaku can't play for the next 2 or 3 games, although Lukaku hasn't been very consistent either, but I'm not too sure he'd do that against Everton. But you never know, he might do that against Derby in the FA Cup, because he's going to have to put a strong team out in that, because that's all Manchester United realistically got that they could win, because Champions League's going to be probably too much for Manchester United this year to get further than maybe the quarter-final or semi-final at the most. Manchester United have got to do more in these last few minutes to try and get the 3 points if possible. Another draw just for me just isn't good enough. Not at all. It's just too slow for Manchester United. We're not moving the ball quick enough. I think it's just too easy to defend against stuff. Just taking too long. It's looking like more points dropped for Manchester United. Fuck's sake, it's obviously whoever scores in this will win the game. But probably now. Southampton there with a chance. Martial. Oh, Rashford with the shot was blocked. Fucking hell. Manchester United just don't even look like scoring this half. It's been so poor. All that early season momentum's just completely died off, and Southampton are making some changes now. I mean, the worrying thing is either side could still potentially nick this game. I mean, Manchester United don't look like winning it, but it's just too slow for Manchester United. With the pace we've got up front with Martial and Rashford, it's just too slow. Looking like more fucking drop points. Hmm. Hmm. Oh dear. Got to up the tempo in these last 10 minutes and try and do something. Corner kick for Manchester United. Oh dear. This looks like Manchester United have fucked up another 2 points at home. It's be 3 fucking draws in a row would be a disaster. But I don't think Manchester United deserve to win this game. I really don't. I think we've been too poor this second half. Haven't looked like scoring. I think it's our own fault. Have nowhere near put them under enough pressure. And if we went on and lost this game, we've only got ourselves to blame. We really have. Bringing Gabbiadini on, who could cause Manchester United problems. Shane Long just didn't have the goal threat. Was working hard enough, but just didn't have the goal threat that. Maybe Southampton feel that this game's there for the winning. I mean, Manchester United here get this free kick. God, yeah. Like one of them days, it really is. It's looking like one of them days. Pogba was definitely offside. Let's look. Definitely done with that bit of luck there, but it's not look. I mean, we could still nick this game, but it's looking like another one of them shitty days for Manchester United. Fuck's sake. Oh, fucking. This is a really bad result for Manchester United. So there's only a few minutes now of the game remaining, about maybe 7 minutes of the game remaining, and Manchester United are not looking like scoring the winning goal at this moment in time. It's not looking like a goal is coming for Manchester United, which is very disappointing today. We've scored in all our other home games this season, but really run out of ideas. We've never really even looked like we've got any idea. It's so poor. I don't know how we're going to fix this mess because we've got Everton up next, and that is going to be a really difficult game. Maybe I don't know why Zlatan wasn't really on the bench, because you maybe could have brought him on. I mean, now you could have brought him on. There's no, but so at this moment it looks like Manchester United are going to draw another Premier League game. Only 5 minutes left to this. Dog shit from Manchester United. Absolute dog shit. Just absolutely horse shit. So it looks like we're going to fucking throw 2 more points away. Well, I mean, we haven't really seen Marcus Rashford play in that number 9 position very often this season, so I was hoping that maybe with his pace he could do something today, but hasn't really had any much sights of goal. I mean, I just don't feel like Manchester United feel like confident that they're going to score it. I mean, it still score, but we don't look like it. It's been very, very poor. Absolutely shocking, this is it. It's looking about that. 2 more points looks like they've been dropped today. Miracle right now. I mean, where does that leave our fucking top? Just been so, so poor this half. I mean, you need to be winning this game and you're playing like this shit. So we're coming into the last minute of the match. Such a shit second half this has been for Manchester United. And I think Southampton have been able to defend this really comfortably today. I think Manchester United have been so poor and made it so easy for Southampton. So, so poor for Manchester United. Oh, fucking hell. So, only 3 minutes left of this hell for Manchester United to. This has been really poor. Oh, absolute shit from Manchester United today. Really, really poor. So that's about that, to be honest, for Manchester United. I think we don't deserve to win this game. We've been so poor in this second half. So all our own fault. We've played like absolute shit today. There's not, to me, there's no positives to come from this game today. No positives at all. I mean, we're trying these last minute or so. We've tried to throw everything at Southampton, but it's just too late. Manchester United should have been throwing everything at Southampton from the first minute of this second half. So that's about it. I believe another fucking dropped points for Manchester United. It's looking like the top four is dwindling away from Manchester United. It really does, doesn't it? Absolutely shocking from Manchester United. Total and utter bollocks there. So what more to say? To be honest, thanks to everyone that's watched the watch along and enjoyed that horrendous match this evening. Really poor from Manchester United in that game. We were absolutely diabolical in that second half. No cutting edge, no pace to our attack going forward. Really poor. And Jose Mourinho's got to take some of the blame for that because that was horrendous. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.